Garza. I'm going to be the course lead for Level 3 OB Pediatrics. In this PowerPoint presentation, we're going to go ahead and review the calendar that's coming up for spring. Okay, this is a copy of the draft calendar for the January through March, the first mini-semester. Now remember, there may be some changes when the actual courses does start at the beginning. If there are going to be changes, I think one change may be the times. There's going to be a section AO1 from 8:30 to 12:30, and AO2 may change to let's see, 1:30 to 17:30, 17:30, yeah, 13:30, 17:30. So if you look at the calendar, you'll see that first day of class is on 17th. It's on orientation. When Blackboard comes up, there's going to be some forms on there that I need you to print up, hard copies, and bring to class. And if you look at the lower right-hand corner, you'll see in red it says note January 17th. Students submit the following hard copies. One's going to be your current Complio. Please make sure your Complio is up to date with everything. Second thing, you need a hard copy of the syllabus acknowledgement form and the ADN student handbook. Once again, do not print up from the ADN student handbook. They're going to be pre-filled with the date and your instructor and the section number. So once Blackboard is up, you could use that. Now, classes are scheduled Monday and Tuesdays. You will have quizzes and exams. And then if you note the last week, it's going to be busy right before spring break. The last week, you're going to have an exam on Monday, the March 6th, and then you're going to have the ATI end of course review March 8th, and the final exam will be March 10th. All three that whole week will start at 0900. Rooms to be announced. In this slide, there are some things to note in regards to the calendar. One is these sections, AO1 and AO2. Both classes will be Monday, Tuesdays, AO1 from 08:30 to 12:30, AO2 originally from at the same time 8:30 12:30 may change to 13:30 to 17:30. So we're working on that. As soon as we get an update, we'll go ahead and let the group know. So right now on the calendar, it is a draft, so there are changes. And you will be notified of the changes on your JAG. So please check your JAG on, before the first day and where you're supposed to show up in which room. We don't have room assignments yet. As soon as we get room assignments, then we'll get that intel out to you guys. Second thing, the first day of didactic or lecture will be Tuesday, January 17th at the beginning of class. We're going to go over orientation and then lecture. This is not, I repeat, not going to be an 8-hour all-day class. This is during your regular class time. If you got a 4-hour class, we're going to cover it. Maybe the first section of class will be the orientation. We'll go over the syllabus, the calendar again, and then we'll get the forms turned in, and then lecture will start. And then once again, get those forms from the Blackboard. Once Blackboard opens up, do not get them from the ADN student handbook. I'm going to go ahead and have them pre-filled with the instructor's name, the date, etc. The last thing on this slide is the resources that you're going to be using. The resources are exclusively from ATI and whatever on the Blackboard website. ATI will be using two books, the one for maternal nursing, maternal newborn nursing, and the other one for nursing care of children. Both of them are going to be the 11th edition. You also will be using the ATI online resources. So students think that your exams are just going to be from the books. No. You're going to get online, and there are some reading and some videos. That's for your exams. Some of your questions will be coming from those. All the things for resources, posted material on the Blackboard website, such as videos. We've got a lot of wonderful videos from Nurse Sarah. I cannot emphasize this enough, but those are some very good reference videos. If you have trouble grasping certain topics or concepts in the book, if you look at Nurse Sarah and kind of review them, she can help break them down. On this thing, I'm sorry, not this thing, on this slide, I want you some things to note. On the ATI books, there are some slight discrepancies between your hard copies and what's on the ebook. Students have noticed there's like 3 different versions on what they see in certain books, such as, sir, the vital signs are different or it's formatted differently. I brought this up to one of our ATI representatives, and she assures me that what your ebook online is the current up-to-date. Now, if you want the hard book and you want the copies of that, once you open up your ATI on your resources, the addendum for maternal newborn will have 11 pages of the latest updates, which is basically the same thing on your ebook. And then for the nursing care of children, the addendum will have the 7 pages, and it tells you exactly what has been replaced and with what. So you can either look at the addendum, make the changes to your hard copy books, or use the ebook version, which usually has the latest updates. In regards to exams, we will be using both ATI and ExamSoft or Exemplify. They will be in class, so make sure, when you come into class, we're not going to be using the computer room. We'll be using a regular classroom, so you want to make sure your laptop is up to date with the latest audio video software updates. And you want to make sure your laptops are fully charged before coming into class, because we don't want your computers running out of power in the middle of the exam and there's no outlet for you to recharge it. Um, Also, in regards to ATI and ExamSoft, you want to make sure that you're up to date on your payments. Uh, when an exam opens, that is not the time to find out that you're not up to date on your payments, and then you got to call, make your payment because time is running out. We're not going to give you more time. Okay, so take care of that beforehand. ATI does not ATI does not work well on the iPad, tablets, or phones. I know some students have probably used that before in levels 1 and 2, but in general, best practice, it worked better on Google Chrome and Firefox. Okay. ExamSoft, it works well with Mac operating system, Windows, iPads, and Surface Pro. But once again, ExamSoft is not compatible, does not work well with iPad, Android tablets, or Chromebooks. And it does work well with Google Chrome or Firefox.